All right, what's going on, big dogs? SG Leo here, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be going over the downfall and now strange rise of New World that has just randomly emerged over the last couple of months. What's causing it? Is it going to continue? And what can Amazon do to make sure that it does? So let's dig into this. All right, guys, so before we get started, if you could all do me a massive favor and hit that sub button if you haven't already, it really, really would mean a ton. It lets me know that you guys enjoy this type of content and want to see more of it. And let me know down below what kind of video you'd like to see next. So let's get into this. So with New World, it's been a weird ride for sure. I'm somebody who's been playing this game for quite some time now. I've been playing it since launch here and there, and I took a pretty big break from it for about a month or two. And then all of a sudden, I just started seeing this game everywhere again. It was all over Twitch, it was all over YouTube, it was all over my feeds on basically everything. It was like randomly everyone just started playing this game again. And I really didn't know why, because again, I kind of quit keeping up with it. I was playing games like Lost Ark, League of Legends, ESO, other MMORPGs that I just felt were in better condition than New World. Because as we all know, when New World launched, it was a broken game. There were more bugs and issues and glitches and game breaking, just silly mistakes that as a game developer you cannot make. And Amazon said that they were going to fix it, and Amazon continued to lie to the community. They were adding in crazy patches that didn't make a lot of sense, honestly. And then in those patches, they were also adding in secret nerfs or buffs or little hot fixes to certain things without telling the community. They released a public test server and then weren't putting in everything on the public test server. So they lost a lot of trust in their community, and it didn't get any better. And I stand by this to this day. I genuinely believe that this game would be absolutely nothing if it wasn't for the fact that Amazon owns Twitch and promoted the ever loving crap out of it on their own platform. They were paying people all sorts of money to continue to play the game, people that, would average 2 or 3,000 viewers a night and keep the game in that 2 to 5,000 viewer range throughout most of the day. So they kept the game afloat by doing that. And I gotta say, I was impressed when they actually did start bringing in some more talented individuals to the New World staff and actually got people who have dedicated their lives to making good MMOs and have worked with other teams, whether it be at Bethesda or on games like Destiny with Bungie and things like that. So they definitely showed that they were willing to try and willing to save their game, but they had broken a lot of people's trust, so it was going to take some time. And we've actually slowly seen that. And I think it has to do with the fact that they finally did get people in who genuinely seem to care about the game and want it to succeed, because the game, man, did it have potential. And it still does, don't get me wrong. But man, when it released, man, did it have potential. If they would have released it in even a slightly cleaner state, the game would have been huge. But with the game breaking bugs and the constant lying that Amazon did, they lost a huge chunk of their community, and it has been an uphill climb ever since for them. However, I gotta give credit where credit is due. They said they were gonna fix the game, and my god, have they. I took about a 2-month break from the game, and I was pretty sure that the game was never gonna come back. Sure, they'd added in some little updates here and there that had made leveling up your trade skills, new types of mobs, things like that. All these things that we wanted from the beginning, they were adding them in. Leveling was easier. Your skill trees weren't as hard to max out. They fixed the major issues with the market. They fixed damn near everything we asked them to do. However, the game still just wasn't getting anybody back. It really wasn't. And then the announcement of its first expansion came out, and the game has been skyrocketing ever since. It's been on a steady climb since the announcement of the Brimstone Sand update. And a lot of people are wondering why. Where is all this coming from? Obviously, yes, the updates before helped, but nobody was coming back because of that. Nobody was like, oh wow, New World released this update to make grinding less grindy. Like, let's go give it a try again. No, what I think happened is a lot of big voices in the MMORPG community have been voicing their opinion on this game again. People like Asmongold, Damone Kim, Joff Strife Hayes, people like that have been saying, hey, this game is good now. This game, sure, it's not perfect yet, but Amazon's been keeping their word. They've been saying, hey, we're sorry, give us time. We're going to get it fixed. I have to appreciate that they were willing to do that, and that they kind of, bit their own tongues and said, look, we messed up. we're going to get this fixed. No more lying, no more secret patches, no more secret anything. We're going to have a solid player test servers where we're going to release stuff early. Players can give us feedback, and we will listen to the player feedback, not just the people that are prominent on YouTube, not just the people that are prominent in, the MMORPG community, but everybody. We're going to allow everyone who wants to test this game to test it, and we will listen to all feedback. And again, they have. They have really listened to the community, and they have added in and taken out things that the community says this sucks or this is good. And it's made the game playable again for sure. I'm not going to say the game is in an amazing state right now, but it's in a sustainable state. It's in that state right now where you're not going to lose any players, and you might get a couple people back. They're starting to see a resurgence in players, don't get me wrong. I don't think they're getting like a resurgence in dedicated players. I think they're just getting people back who want to try it again. But that's a good thing. People are at least giving it another shot, and maybe they're like, oh, it's not bad. I'll play it for a little bit and wait for the new update to come out, the expansion to come out, and I'll see how it is then. Because when the expansion comes out, as we all know, there's going to be massive, fresh start servers, and the new great swords coming out, obviously new dungeons, new bosses, new mobs, all this crazy stuff is going to be coming out all at once, and I think everyone's very, very excited about it. However, in my opinion, I think everybody at heart still has Amazon on very thin ice. And by that I mean, yes, I think everyone's very happy and excited that they are making the game that they promised us originally. However, with all the constant lying that they did, with all the constant bugs and issues that they promised they would fix but only made the game worse, I don't think people will genuinely come back if they slip up again. If they release Brimstone Sands and it's not up to par to what people have in their head, the game will just continue to die again. And they're going to either have to continue to promote the ever-living crap out of it on Twitch, or they're going to have to throw in the towel. And that's what happens in the gaming industry, though. When you promise people a product and you don't deliver, you're going to lose a lot of people's trust right away. Some people stick around and go, you know what, people make mistakes and, we'll hear you out. But if you continue to slip up, if you continue to make these mistakes over and over and over again, more and more people leave until you get down to just the bare minimum people who are just looking for something to play, honestly. And New World was at that point. Amazon was reportedly paying streamers to stream it and promote it and all these other things. I don't know if they're true or not. Let me know down below. But they were doing everything they could to keep this game afloat. And that does deserve a lot of respect. You have to tip your hat to that. But again, they can't slip up. They're at the cliff's edge. They can take a step back from the cliff and get a little bit of breathing room if Brimstone comes out in a solid state. And if there are bugs with it, they address them quickly and go, yep, nope, it's going to be quick and painless. Like, we understand, like, you can glitch into the dungeon through this spot and it kills you. Or we understand that there's a bug where it instantly kills the boss. It'll be fixed within an hour or two, right? We understand what's going on. Well, we're on it, right? If they're responsive and quick with it, like they have been as of late, this game is going to continue to succeed. And I could genuinely see this game sitting in the 10 to 20,000 viewer range constantly on Twitch if they keep pushing it in the direction that they are. However, I think us as the community, as the players, we can't just stop putting our foot on the gas at Amazon. We can't just stop telling them this is what we want, this is what's bugged, this is what's broken, we need this fixed, this needs to be done, because they have already proven, not only with this game, but their previous game titles that they have also released from Amazon Studios, that they're willing to just get their money back and then just give up on the game. They're willing to lie their way all the way through until they get their money back and then just drop it. They almost did it with New World. I think the only reason they didn't is because they probably A, hadn't made their money back, and B, there were still some dedicated people who were sitting there and saying, hey, this game has a lot of potential. You guys just need to not be done with it. You need to just buckle down, take responsibility, and make it what you said it was going to be. Now, I think the community as a whole will continue to do that, at least for the next couple months. But it does concern me with the Brimstone Sands update because it does look really good. I have to be honest, the update looks really good, and I'm going to make a whole video on that later in the week here. But we as the community can't let off the gas or, lay off. We can't just lay off of Amazon all of a sudden because they release one good expansion, right? We can say, hey, awesome job, but now you need to keep doing that, right? You can get a little breathing room, but as we all have seen previously, like I said, you give Amazon an inch, they take a mile. And from what I've seen, anyways, I'm still not ready to give them my full trust unless they're willing to put out constant good expansions and updates after Brimstone Sands. Anyways, guys, that's all I got for you. Let me know what you think down below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? What do you guys think of New World State right now? Do you think it's going to continue to rise, or do you think this is just a weird phase that's going on because Amazon's kind of promoting the crap out of it, and so are a lot of these prominent people in the MMORPG community? Again, let me know down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, guys. It would absolutely mean a ton. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
I lost my best friend to 23. She left her body in Harvard above me.